Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Blossom. Welcome back to another video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you're new here, see my pretty face for the first time, you're welcome to the channel. Kindly make sure you thumbs up the video, subscribe on your way out, and of course watch other videos as well. So guys, today's video is about something I saw on a YouTuber's channel and I could relate a bit. Of like, why not? So in a video she shared in Chiere Abang, their name is Chiere Abang. In a video she shared our first daughter's first period, and I could relate. So that's why I'm here. I came to share my experience with you guys about my first period when it came at last. So guys, I'm going to be giving you guys a background story. For those who don't know me, I'm going to be giving you guys a background story. So first, I attended a girls only school, first girl child, that's me. Then what else? I think that's all. Then I attended a boarding house. I was a boarder all through my high school, right? So let us go right into the video if you think you're going to be interested in this type of video. So I've already shared my background. Then let me say that I consider myself a late bloomer, kind of, because I didn't start my period until I think I was about 12 years old. I entered GS1 2008. I started GS3, I think 11 or 12, I'm not sure. But you know, I had friends who already started 8, 9, 10. Some started before they even entered secondary school. Some started when they entered, some started after. But my own came when I was 11 or 12. I can't really recollect now, but let us just go right into the story. So first, let me say that when my period came, I wasn't expecting it. I was very unbothered about it. I was nonchalant. So let me just tell you that if you are in my type of shoes, if you are anxious about your period coming, see, cool down, enjoy the moment, enjoy while it's not here, because when it comes, now you go tire. So when my period came, I wasn't even expecting it. Let me tell you people that in my secondary school, they used to have seminars for us where they would bring pads, especially always pads, to come and talk to us about how to be hygienic during your period, how to put your pads on your pants and all of those. But I wasn't bothered because my period is not here. Why are you telling me all these things? I don't care. That was me. I wasn't bothered for any reason whatsoever. So when my period came, it was like a shock to me. Like, it happened like this. So my period came on a Saturday. It was March, towards the ending of March. I can't remember the particular date, but it was March, I think 23rd. I think 23rd. It was a Saturday. So that day in my secondary school, wake up 5 a.m. and when you wake up, we all go out for morning devotion. So after morning devotion on Saturdays, I think you can sleep in. Like, you have to know how to manage your time well. If you could manage your time well, you could sleep in again and whatnot. So that day we finished morning devotion. I went back to my bed. I slept for a bit and I woke up to go and urinate. And in my dormitory, we call it dormitory at the time. In my dormitory, we had inner bedrooms and inner toilets. Inner bedrooms, I don't think I liked using inner bedrooms, or because seniors were the ones that used to use it at the time. So I just used to not bother myself and just go to open bedroom. Open bedroom is open, just like the name, it is open. People could be there. I think it could take about 25 to 30 people at the time to bathe there at the same time. So I went to the open bedroom and I urinated. I just noticed that my urine wasn't white. It wasn't the normal color. It wasn't yellow. It wasn't yellow. It's just red. My urine was red. And so I wasn't bothered because I felt like it was my period. But because I wasn't expecting it, I didn't feel anything all through the night. I just ran. I went to my friend Damola, if she can remember, because I think I can actually remember she was when I went to meet that day. I went to meet Damola at Deco, and I was like, Damola, what was this? Bearing in mind that I wore my housewear, we call it house, I was in pink house, so I wore my housewear for my morning devotion, for the morning devotion we had. And in that houseway, like from my below my stomach down to where my house was reaching was full of blood. Blood was filled up there, and I didn't know. Like, I was now wondering how, because that way it felt like bedwetting to me. I didn't bedwet, but it felt like bedwetting. That how could my clothes be this full of blood and I would not be able to wake up? So it's totally fine. It's not only you have been there. So my clothes was full of blood, you know. I just went to Damola. I was like, Damola, see, what's this? What's this? She was like, oh, it's your period. Like, she was like, it's your period, because I do mine. I know what it is, you know. And she was like, do you have pad? I was like, I don't think I have pad, but if I check well, because always used to come and give us pad, I would find out. She was like, just take this one, then you have to go and bathe, you have to do this. She told me all of those things. And so I first washed my clothes in water. It was red. I washed it for about 3 times before it got in that time, because I was already getting to a point in my life where I left the dirty life, because I wasn't done this when I was in junior classes, GS1, GS2 precisely. When I got to GS3, I was already trying my best to be neat. But when my period came, like I said, I wasn't bothered. So all those, you are changing your pads, you are caring about the type of pads you used. But one thing I noticed was that I used to have rashes, and till now I still have rashes if I use a particular product I'm not going to mention. And I feel like because my period is for longer days, it makes me feel the pain, like it's because it's for a longer period of time, and I'm wearing it for a longer period of time, I feel the rashes there. But if I use other products, I don't feel the rashes. But now I get to know, because that time I wasn't even conscious about it. I just used the pad is pad. That was my mind at that time. Pad is pad. So if I just use the pad and I have rashes, I'm like, maybe because I wasn't neat enough or something. But I just know that at that time I wasn't neat enough for my period. I didn't change my pad as often as I should have changed my pad. I wasn't so neat about it, because now if I'm on my period, I can bathe like 3 times, 4 times a day. But then if I bathe once, I bathe near. Like, I wasn't just bothered about it. And the fact that I went to a girls only school, I feel like if there were boys in my school, I'd have been a bit more conscious about it. But because we're all girls, I didn't even know how to place my pad on my pants. I would always get stained. I knew how to put it. I knew that, of course, you had to, put the wings under, but I would always get stained. I didn't know the appropriate type of panties to use, because I don't even know how to explain it, but I was ignorant. That's it. I was ignorant. So she told me the stuffs. I changed. So I went to meet my guardian at the time. We called them guardians. I went to meet my guardian and I told her, my period is here, all of those. And the reason I even went to meet her majorly was because they used to give us 130 naira per week. I didn't have money to buy pad. So I went to meet her that I needed money for pad. And she bought the pad for me, she gave me. And I don't think I even ever had the privilege of telling my mother, Mommy, my period is here. No. She was the one that did the honors herself. She gave herself the honors. And told my mom, it's period, it's menstruation, no. Like, after my period and all of those. I remember that at that time they used to kill N for you if you start your period. Because I was in boarding house, maybe they killed it at home and I did not know. I don't know, but I don't think they killed any N for me. Yeah, so then my period started coming where I started knowing how to take care of myself well. And my period is regular. It has been regular since day 1. And so like that till we are here. So there are just some things I want to put in, that if you're a late bloomer, if your period came late, how did you feel about it? Because me, I wasn't just bothered. Some people were, it was always on their mind. This person has started, when is my own coming? Me, I was not bothered though. I wasn't even bothered at all. Then another thing I want to say is that, please, if you're in a position to help anybody, especially younger ones, if you're in a position to help them, please kindly do. Because some people, their period comes with pain. I remember I had a friend in my secondary school at that time. Once her period is coming like this, she used to go to the dispensaries. A dispensary is like health center. That was where she used to spend like, I think, 3 days out of her period, because she used to feel pain. And so just some people that used to feel the pain. So if you're in a position to help someone that even feels the pain, it's even pain enough that your period is even here. Don't have the thought of pain that you're feeling about the period. So if you're in a position to help anybody about that, please kindly do. You can advise them. I know they have hot water bottles and all of those. I've never used it because I don't have menstrual pain, but some people have it on a steady. So if you're in a position to help them, kindly do. Then one thing I want to say again is that please, if somebody is stained, there's a way you say all these things. You just shout, you are stained. I think people are now getting enlightened about it, because I've seen situations where guys would rather give the lady their jacket or something to cover up and not even tell her, because they don't even know how to go about it. I mean, I get, because it can be rude. They just give her, when they give her the pull up, the hoodie or something, she understands that, oh, I'm stained, right? So you don't have to spell it to people's faces. We know we're stained. Do you get? And it's even embarrassing enough to get stained, then more embarrassing for somebody to not be telling somebody you are stained. So please, if you're in a position to help anybody about their periods, if you can tell them what to do about their periods, please do. It goes a very, very long way in helping people, right? So I've shared my experience. If you think your experience is worth sharing, if you think you're comfortable sharing your experience, kindly go to the comment section, share your experience, let other people learn from it. And that's it. If you think you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to see you guys in my next one. Bye.